ironic.
You know the truth is the truth, that's all I know. Cry loud and spare not, you gon' get exposed. A few real niggas left, you not one of those. Real soldiers, we was born to stand 10 toes. If he ain't one West, that nigga not one of mine. He got a purple 12, me, I got a black 9. The truth is the wife of my youth, chopper my concubine. Had to die to get my rib, that bitch forever mine. You know the game, a bishop gotta be blameless. But GMS teaching niggas to be rapists. They screaming we snitch. When Joe Morgan was killed by your brother, y'all ain't say shit. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs. Real prophets only dwell in the UPK, PSA, we don't sign NDAs.
Hey, 100 deep, 100 shields on, that's 100 priests. 100 boots, that's 200 feet. Tongue like a sword when I fucking speak. Teach you how to fish instead of fucking leech. Stop selling drugs instead of trying to fuck with Meech. Knowledgeable but I'm rude in my fucking speech. Life is about warfare, not no fucking peace. Hey bitch, I cry loud when I fucking speak. Make them wait a year before they fuck with me. Turn a street nigga to a fucking priest. Cross a priest and I promise you forever sleep.
Hey, shalom to everybody, man. It's another episode of Word to the Unwise podcast. I am Kazak Mav, officer of 5K at ISPK and the Commander Junior Hunter. These are my co-hosts. Go ahead, brothers.
Officer of 1,000, Awaja, ISUPK Detroit under Commander Junior Hunter. Make sure y'all like and share the podcast.
It is Officer 500 Barack Yah under Commander Junior Hunter under ISUPK. Go check out the Thursday class on Brotherhood of Me and Kazak Ahmad.
Free promotion, free game right there. All right, let me get on here and make sure it's not private so y'all can comment, man. I don't see no comments. I typically see comments, but I not see viewers, but not the comments. So what's going on in the world, man, nowadays with our people? Not those people, but our people. We are concerned with only the Black, Native, and Hispanic man, woman, and child. That is our only concern because you don't really concern yourself with other people's household. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless it's your people's household. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of a household as a family, like families of the earth, we don't concern ourselves with them just like they don't concern themselves with us, man. You know? Notice they always tell us lies, but they don't really concern themselves with us otherwise. So, all right, I got that right there. So you can comment. They go to comments. All right, boom. Y'all let us know if y'all can hear us. Leave a 1 if you can, a 2 if you can't hear us. I guess if you can't hear us, you wouldn't know to do that now, would you?
Right. Just to add on what you were saying, speaking about the brothers and sisters of the other nations, of the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we all have the same enemy at the end of the day. We deal with the same problems. We deal with the same oppression, and a lot of us need to recognize who's our brothers and sisters is so we can join together as a nation.
Yeah, you know what? And that holds us back because our people really, and I know why, but our people really have a problem with racism.
Yeah.
Not knowing that racism has gotten our oppressor everything that he has. The fact that he feel like his people is better than everybody. He's determined to make his people believe that they are better than everybody. Therefore, they act a certain way. But with Black people and Hispanic people, with us being so remorseful in our ways and so loving and caring naturally, then it's better for us to really rule the earth. So we have to be all about our people. You know what I'm saying? Because once we rule the earth will rejoice. You know what I'm saying? Because since our oppressor ruled the earth, we know who that is, the white man, of course. The animals suffer. Nature suffer. The air suffer. The rain is poisonous. The animals are dying. You know what I'm saying? So we suffer as a people. The nations around him suffer. And it's not to just give you that old one too, like, oh, they oppressing us, because at the end of the day, it's gonna take the Most High God, Most High's God teaching that He gave us in the Bible to fix us all for real.
That's right.
And that's what's really is gonna take. So we all have to stand up for real, but learn how to stand up for each other on top of that. That's what's gonna make it important.
What a wonderful place would it be?
Definitely. That's in the Bible.
Then it would be no black on black crime, as they call it. Then we won't be hating each other.
Yeah.
No more gang violence.
Ain't gonna lie, they really gotta, black people really, without interference, wouldn't hate each other the way we do.
Without a doubt.
Without interference, without us being stuck in these ghettos, and we live in a dog eat dog world where you just trying to survive, really. So you know what I'm saying? Nobody would be sticking you up on the block or robbing your house. When the last time you was able to make a whole lot of money but then thought about robbing somebody?
Never.
Only when they made it the culture.
Never.
You know what I'm saying? Who was that? King Von. He get rich and he's still trying to rob people.
Right.
It's stupid.
Crazy.
That's because they made it the culture. You know what I'm saying? They made that the culture.
And
Go ahead. You got it.
I was about to say, and what you're saying is so true, and you know it's true because look at what happened with segregation. We wasn't robbing each other. We wasn't getting high. We wasn't prostituting our women and all this stuff. We had a good time and we helped each other out, and we was together. Our togetherness was so on point, and that's why they, and that's why they created desegregation. That's why they wanted us to join with them,
Right.
to destroy us. Because without them interfering, we would be perfect.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with me, I'm gonna keep on saying this, man, to people it's blue in the face until it's imprinted on their forehead that social media is ruining our people. Because you can be scrolling all day on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and it continue to promote of our suffering or us backbiting, showing that we are enemies to one another, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It shows constantly in the social media world.
Yeah, but I wanted to go back to what Awaja was talking about with that segregation. Like, I wonder why people feel segregation was so messed up. Why was it looked at like a bad thing? What was really going on during segregation that made us feel like we was less than during segregation? Like, if you know, put it in the comments for me. Help me answer it, like, genuinely, because I don't really get it. Like, they say, oh no, it was whites only water fountains and blacks water fountain. I'm okay with that.
Right. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, they say, oh, it was restaurants you couldn't go into. It was black restaurants, it was white restaurants. I'm okay with that.
God.
I like going to the restaurants in the hood.
Man, I don't want no raisins in my potato salad.
Listen, when a sister starts selling dinners and you see it on Facebook and Instagram, niggas be on that. We don't want to go to your McDonald's. We don't want to have to go to your Coney Islands. Like, we like the stuff about it, but real talk, if you had a better choice, you wouldn't be going to these places, man. Let's just be real about it. You would not be in these places at all. You gonna say something? Sound like it.
Yeah, I think the thing is, with these other nations taking over in our communities, I don't even see them in the nail salon. I don't see Africans braiding other Africans here. You know what I'm saying? But we are the ones promoting them by they getting richer, and we could be promoting each other, and the black dollar could be in the rotation, in the cycle.
Yeah.
So all that money is going to our hoods, going to our families, going to the kids, etc.
I really don't see Africans braiding hair like the sisters in the hood do anyway. Like the style that they give you, it might be tight that your edge is starting to come out, which I don't understand why they haven't learned that yet. And they're gonna talk about you in a native language and talk about like they are better than you, which they are not. But we much rather support the sisters in the hood. We need a show where we just have the sisters come in and tell us about their business. The brothers come in and tell us about their business. That way we can support our own people, because our reality, if the black dollar can stay black, we'll be all right.
Oh man,
we will be all right. We ain't got to go nowhere and be treated weird. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to go nowhere and be treated. Let them have what they got, and we have what we got. Everybody else, you got Chinatown and all these other towns. It's about time we had an Israelite town with black, native, and Hispanic people, man. But nonetheless, man, I got some videos on here. Of course, we're gonna get to the usual.
Before, can I just say one thing right quick? I was about to say the oppressor understand that if the black dollar stayed in the community, we would be stronger than them economically.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because just like the example is Black Wall Street, they was suffering and unemployed, and we was booming.
Yeah.
We was booming, doing just fine. We ain't have no signs of a recession
Yep.
whatsoever. So they looked at that and they feared that, like, damn,
Yeah.
they would be economically more powerful. And I think that's why the whole desegregation thing was created. That's just my opinion, but you know.
I think that's facts, really. I think we just better at life than them. They pretend like they came and saved the world, like, oh, the people was running around in the bushes and doing this and doing that, and we came and gave them a better life. But the life that we live is not better.
This is terrible.
If we just literally went somewhere and started running around in the bushes, we would be doing better. We don't crack cocaine here.
Right.
We on heroin here.
Right.
We robbing and stealing and killing here. We have no love for the people here. There's no camaraderie here for real. You know what I'm saying? It's like people are destroyed here. So you didn't better no civilization, you destroyed it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's definitely a good point that you made, that we would do a whole lot better as a people if we could go somewhere and not be interfered with. Because we won't live in these conditions. Like, okay, we all love being able to watch TV, right? We all love to have our luxuries, but take away these luxuries and the need to live and die for the dollar, and you wouldn't have this. You know what I'm saying? They way of life don't work for nobody. Right. They got all these different countries and they still fighting. We fighting for scraps. They're fighting for the earth. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's no end to it. When in our reality, if everybody just go off into their own sections and just stay there, and then let the people build themselves up, I'm quite sure Black, Native, and Hispanic people will come out on top.
Oh,
damn right.
And we won't destroy the earth because we have no urge to destroy the earth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right now we under a people, so we like what they like and love what they love. But in our reality, man, that's not our MO for real. All right, I'm gonna get this first video of y'all. Y'all cool with that?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
Listen, bro.
And I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hand. Help me do it. I've been praying for a lot. And I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that he'll.
Hey, but you can't lie. In church, the music be slapping. The music be going on. What's going on, Michelle? In church, the music really be making. They know how to make your body move in that church. But the fact that they had Spider-Man in there, what you said, broke out wigging out in the church is funny to me.
Gyrating.
Yeah, he in there killing it. And this is church. Is great. Church is fun, funny entertainment. Black Man Made Brilliant said, before currency, people shared and traded crop and material goods. Yeah, your hands was worth something. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, now you got your mechanics and plumbers and all of that, man, but you gotta just go fight for the dollar, man. And you never gonna have enough. Why do it keep going up? They're like, okay, we're gonna pay y'all more, but we're gonna charge y'all more too.
Yep.
You get the same amount of pipe. It can get to a point where I'm making $1 million an hour, but an apple was $1 million. Am I rich? No, I'm still poor because my whole check is going to buying food still. The price of why is the price of chicken and eggs going?
Oh man.
How hard is it to get chickens and eggs? They're everywhere. Every farm I've ever been to, there's chicken and eggs. It's literally people in the neighborhoods with chickens and eggs. So why is the price? It's not like it's a shortage of eggs and chickens. You could just breed them. Chickens just have eggs.
Yeah.
They just have them. You know what I'm saying? Michelle, if you wanted to, you could set up with your phone. You got headphones? Yeah, if you got headphones in the phone, you can set up with your headphones in your phone. But yeah, man, they just have eggs without like any interference. Then the rooster, he's there to fertilize the eggs. They can just have plenty of them. There's not much to it. And so I just don't understand this. Well, I do understand this because they don't want you passing them up. They need the elite to stay the elite, the quote unquote the elite. They need them to stay rich and they need us to remain poor. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's killing us, man. But yeah, let me watch Spider-Man do his thing one more time, man. That video was a little crazy to me. Let me slide back. Slide.
Listen, bro.
And I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised me. If you got it, let me see your hand. Help me do it. I've been praying for a lot, and I ain't gonna give up, cause he promised that he'll.
And it's like we pick on the Christians so much because they give you a reason to.
God, yeah.
Because it's entertainment. Like, you ever notice how much Christians don't know? Christian people don't really know the Bible.
No.
Why don't they know the Bible? Like, they really just don't know. You will be in there all your life and you could quote a scripture, but when it come down to actually talking about what this scripture mean and telling people the truth about what the Bible is saying, you don't know how to do it. You far off. You don't know how to read it. You don't know how to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just sad, dude.
Because you like to dance.
It's sad.
Yeah,
You like to dance. You like to carpet cut the carpets.
I can tell you one thing. They gonna beat us in the dance contest for sure.
Oh man.
And the freestyle dance battle, I don't see many people beating the Christians. Because they footwork be incredible.
Man,
I be trying to find the rhythm. I be like, okay, all right.
And they talking about they catching the Holy Ghost.
Man, they call it something. That must be the dance move that they call it.
They caught the Holy Ghost.
I don't know.
They got the alphabet spirit. Damn, that is.
Listen, alphabet spirit or not, Christians can dance.
Hey, when you know what happened when they get done dancing?
What? They pass out?
They pass out and here comes the white sheep.
Yeah, all that dancing. They out of shape. That's where it came from.
Oh shit. Ooh. I don't stop it. Oh. Oh shit. Ooh. I don't stop it. Oh.
Yeah, now that right there, that's a two-way street right there.
Good night.
Man,
Definitely a two-way street.
Had no remorse for the sister.
Yeah, he did not.
Had no remorse, no tenderness, no patience.
Yeah, and that right there is crazy because for one, man, listen. Women, y'all have to know these men that y'all are playing. She seemed like she was a little tipsy, kind of to me.
Yeah. Nothing too vicious.
Yeah, understand. And she wasn't being vicious.
No.
But you got to understand these men that y'all be playing with. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them is down to just joke and play and having patience and stuff. Some of them really just ain't there all the way.
It's called emotionally unstable.
Yeah, they emotionally unstable. That's exactly what
you
they
know
are.
what I'm saying. Brothers like that will hit you. He will hit you. He will harm you.
Yeah.
He really warned you by pushing you.
Yeah.
He really warned you by pushing you. And you did something little, childish. I couldn't really see. Like some paper she threw at him.
It's like she threw something at him that didn't harm him at all.
Oh, not at all.
But this dude probably raised by his mama and he's emotional like her or been picked on women growing up and now he tired of it and he just went way overboard and hit the sister.
Way overboard.
Like I've seen sisters really fight men and they restrained them. Now I'm not saying you gotta let somebody beat on you as a man because a lot of people think being a man you have to be beat on when somebody's attacking you that's weaker.
All right.
But in all reality, that wasn't cause for. She was clearly playing too much, but she clearly wasn't sober. Michelle, you get it? I probably got to send it to the other number. You got so many numbers, brother.
Yeah, that.
You said it's loading up,
but I was. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just wondering, like, who thought about recording this? Who they say, okay, we about to prank him, so they got to be pranking this brother from some time now.
I don't think they pranked it. I don't think that was a prank. I think somebody seen something going down and started recording. People nowadays, that's what they do.
Oh, that is terrible.
Yeah, they catch you losing your life on camera.
They just recorded and let it happen.
Everything is done online now. It's in front of a camera. Every single thing. People lose their lives in front of cameras. They convict themselves in front of cameras. They do all this stuff. and it's always a camera out. Nobody's rushing to go stop anything. They're rushing to pull out a phone. You know what I'm saying? I seen a video of some kids grouping up against this special needs kid. Like he's a black boy riding a bike, and they must have been bothering him, and maybe or maybe not he said something about their mama because he kept saying, I didn't say anything about your mama. But you could tell he's not mentally there. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so they like, yeah, get your bike and get up out of here. He's like, I didn't say anything about your mama. He's like, you walk up on me again, it's gonna be rough. And so after they grouped up on him, he became overwhelmed and he like did this little weak swing, like, and then they just rushed him
to defend himself.
Yeah, but he didn't hit nothing but air. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then had he hit something, it wouldn't have done no damage. And then they just rushed him, and somebody's just sitting there with a phone, and another person just sitting there watching, and nobody cares to help. They just want to record to go viral. That's the whole thing, going viral nowadays.
Okay.
You better say something. Why? I've got something else to add.
No, go ahead.
You know, it's becoming to a point of time that people are very uncensored about violence. Anything that's happened, that's going on with violence, killing, stabbing, getting it deleted, fighting, people getting jumped on. It's you think in your head, okay, let me put this on camera. So what? So you can have a lawsuit for them or something?
No,
that you wasn't in it.
It's like the attention stage. It's like an intention error. Like you know how they got Generation X. This generation is Generation Homo and Generation More Homo and Generation Look at Me. Man. They need the attention. They need to be the first one that's seen it. They need the credit. They just want to be looked at for something. You getting robbed and I'm just recording it. Yeah, I recorded that. That's me. Go check my page out. Right. Oh, I got 1 billion views. Look at me. Everybody want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing nowadays. The look at me generation. And that's what's so deadly about what's going on today, because you can literally be in need of help. Yeah. Life's taking help, and everybody's busy recording you dying. They recording you. They don't want to help you. They just need to record you to go viral real quick. You know what I'm saying? To look at me. Women are getting naked for it. Men are trying to flash money they don't have. They're getting robbed and unalived and set up for stuff they really didn't even own. Right. It's killing us. Go ahead.
And, man, you are on point, sir. And the thing is, like, you can't even tell if somebody's in need of help, like you said. I think that's the most important thing. You can't even tell when a brother or sister is in need of help in a critical situation.
Yeah,
you putting out a phone. Everybody.
Yeah. Shoot, you can't tell online. It's always like the boy who cried wolf online. You be looking like, is this real? Especially with AI coming through.
Right.
Real or not?
That's very true.
Yeah. Hey, Machado, say something real quick.
No, I was just saying you're absolutely right.
I just wanted to make sure I could hear you in the headphones. But yeah, anytime you want to jump in there, Machado. I'm gonna play this next video real quick and answer this phone call.
You each have a golden ball with the word split written inside. You each have a golden ball with the word steal written inside. If you both choose the split ball, you will split today's jackpot of £29,250 and go home with £14,625. Before I ask you to choose your split or your steal ball, I give you a little bit of time to talk to each other.
Hold up. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. Look, gotta give a preface. This right here is a prime example of loving and trust. This is why the Bible say, don't trust thy oppressor. Am I saying that right? Don't trust thy oppressor.
Don't trust thy enemy.
Don't trust thine enemy.
Your oppressor is your enemy.
Definitely. But I wanted to quote it
verbatim.
Damn near.
Never trust thy oppressor.
Here you go.
You each have a golden ball with the word split written inside. You each have a golden ball with the word steal written inside. If you both choose the split ball, you will split today's jackpot of £29,250 and go home with £14,625. Before I ask you to choose your split or your steal ball, I give you a little bit of time to talk to each other.
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm definitely going to split. I'm being open and I'm being honest. I'm a praise and worship leader. I'm going to prayer meeting tomorrow. I promise you, I want to donate some of this money for my church because they've really helped me and they're blessed. I'm not going to get emotional, but please don't steal from me.
Well, you've trusted me and you've brought me through, even though I had a difficult board in both rounds. I had to do what I had to do.
Are you happy with your choice? Ella, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Split or steal?
It's for my church. It's for my church.
Ella, you've stolen £29,250. Shell.
For my church.
You go home with nothing.
It's for my church. Regardless, I won't have stolen anything. It's for church, it's blessed church. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not steal." You know, I played an honest game, and I was going to bless my church, so it's okay. I'm still blessed anyway. I'm still blessed.
Ella, did you come to steal?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You each have.
Hey, she looked her right.
Look,
She looked her right in her eyes and said,
Yes.
"Yes, I came to steal."
I can't smile.
Yes, smiling. Listen, Christians.
I don't understand how the other lady didn't see the stealing coming when the Edomite she was getting, well, maybe because I'm in the school, but she was giving every indication that, oh, you're gonna split, okay? I got you. Those are signs I saw.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, when you're Christian, you're blind to the truth. You're already truth ahead, right? So you can't see the truth from a mile away because you're Christian, right? Okay, so what she said to her was, she said, okay, the black woman said, don't steal from me, okay? You know, we both gonna split. I need this money for my church, blah, blah. She don't give a damn about church.
Right.
She don't give a damn about you.
Right.
That's right.
She's come to boost herself up, right? And she said, okay, you brought me through this far.
Yeah,
you have trusted me thus far. I have done what I had to do. You brought me through. You trusted me, but me, I've been doing what I had to do.
Right.
You heard that I have to do what I have to do, and we know what that means.
Yep.
Listen, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Right.
Hey man, listen, man. If they come get us, we're gonna stick together. Hey, look, man, I gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay.
Which means I can't help you. I'm in for me, not for you. She didn't hear that. She thought that she said this is for my church and I'm gonna help my church out. She don't care. She don't care at all.
She doesn't give a
She
damn.
never cared. He said you came to, she looked at her like this.
Man.
Looked her right in the eye.
Like a
She
serpent.
said, yeah, I came to steal.
Like a serpent.
Yeah, a matter of fact, what does Christians say the devil come to do?
Kill,
Steal, and destroy.
Yeah, kill and destroy.
Come on.
The problem with Christians is they don't know who the devil is.
That's the problem.
That's the problem. They got the idea, right?
Yeah.
They know what he's coming to do, but they don't know who it is. That's why when the devil's sitting right in front of you, you saying, please don't steal from me. And he looked and he said some mumbo jumbo parable that she didn't understand, and it was enough to win her heart. Her words were smoother than oil, but in her heart, she meant stealing.
She meant to steal.
She meant war.
That's right.
She going for the money, not you. And she looked so disappointed at it, and she looked her right in the. That's like somebody telling on you, and you look at them like, bro, you just said, and they look you right in your eyes like, yeah, I was gonna tell on them anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, they betray you while looking you right in your eyes with a smile. Black Man Made Brady said people are immune to and thrive on violence. This new era lack empathy and remorse. Thrive on. Oh, he might have been telling something else we was talking about.
Yeah, what we was talking about earlier.
Or maybe I got the comment behind.
And the thing is, if I could, sir, you gotta go to another slide.
No, do you? No.
Okay. The sister, but if this was another brother or another black sister, I'm pretty sure, without a doubt, they both would put steal because they look at the oppressor as a friend.
Yeah, they
look at
it
because you got Stockholm syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
She wouldn't have this type of explanation. She would just automatically in her head, like, I know this.
That's heavy.
We both crabs in the barrel.
Oh yeah, let me tell you something heavy that you made me think of.
Go ahead.
When she looked at her, she seen the people of Jesus.
Oh,
she seen Jesus. That's why she said, it's for my church.
Yep.
She thought she would fully understand church.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She thought she was talking to a nun.
She was talking to God.
Let's
Yep.
talk America.
She thought she was talking to God.
Yep.
Man, she thought that church had it, and like Barack y'all said, had she been black, she was like, "Oh, this is the opposite of God.
I won't come.
I'm gonna steal from you,
Yep.
because I know you're gonna steal from me. I don't trust you. We are not them; they're better than us. That's how they think.
Yep.
That's why when she seen this woman, she was caught completely off guard. She's been helping her all the way through. When it came down to it, she was just like Scar on The Lion King. When he said, "Brother, help me," he put the car and threw him up. That was her getting thrown off the bridge.
Yep.
Off the
That's
cliff.
right.
And it was crazy because she was totally disarmed because of what the person in front of her looked like, the skin color. It's like that little test they did on the kids, like, which doll is the mean doll? They pointed the black one. Which doll is the good doll? They pointed the white one. She's still brainwashed by Christianity. Man, I'm glad you made that heavy point so I can make a heavier one point.
Yeah, brother, you gave me a minute. I was gonna move through that down.
You was gonna say that?
Oh yeah. It was in my conscience. It was right there.
Okay, I must be your conscience.
Peace, brother.
You each have a golden ball.
I almost played it again. That was crazy. Anybody else watching? Michelle?
Lie.
No.
I just don't understand how we don't understand the snake is going to bite you.
Because you don't know it's a snake.
It's a snake.
You don't know it's a snake.
Yep.
You thought it was grass. You know, that's the snake in the grass. All you see is green grass. Green grass.
Right.
Not knowing the snakes in.
The reason, well, Michelle, if I could, one of the reasons she didn't see it coming is because her Christian pastor, a black Christian pastor, taught her that these are angels, these are representatives of God, these are holy people.
He just reiterated it. America taught her that was God. When you talk about God, that's who you see. As Barack, yeah, he just rode with me to Flint to go clear out the little rental property out there. On the way out there, we seen a giant picture of who? Of white Jesus.
White Jesus.
A giant picture. I think it's in Peru. They got a 90-foot statue of who? Of Caesar Borgia. Some Caucasian who they think they post pictures on Facebook of some guy from Star Wars and said, if you love God, like and share. We can't get likes and shares on here, and we trying to teach something. We talking about issues and having discussions. They will not like and share, but let us post Luke Skywalker on here, and they gonna post and share because all we gotta do is put "if you love God" and put a white face on it.
Yep.
It's not the pastor doing this. This was well before her pastor.
Right.
This was instilled in her at birth. Not at near at birth, but the moment she can understand English and walk and talk into that church, or she can say, "Who was that?" I guarantee you, they had a picture of white Jesus in the house. You know what I'm saying? When they open the Bible, it's probably pictures of white people inside the Bible. We teach our kids, not unknowingly, that these people are better than you. That's why you got to change. Mama is the most powerful thing walking around the house nowadays, right? Kick daddy out. Now she going around controlling the house, but when she get on the phone with them, what does she do? Hello? That's the sweetest, nicest voice you ever heard come out your mama mouth ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, and let you open your mouth while she talking to one of them. She'll beat you half to death. Let's just be real. This right here comes from long-term teachings and
Stockholm syndrome.
brainwashing. That creates the Stockholm syndrome. We've learned to love and adore our oppressor with all of our hearts, and we learn to hate God. You know what I'm saying? If God is saying something that goes against what they taught us growing up, we don't want to hear it.
That's right.
But everybody that's all of us been to camp, right? Street teaching and all that. All of us been out there. How many black men you see when we say the white man is the devil the Bible speaks of? They drop their head and they get down.
They're out of there.
Come on, we gotta go.
Hey, or they will be aggravated. They'll be aggressive.
Fight you.
Like, who are you? Who are you talking about the white man like that?
Yeah. I remember this one dude jumped out. We was down there by the bus terminal. He like, yeah, they gave me a good job. Look at me, suit on. Look at y'all clothes. Look at me. I got a suit on.
Right.
And you got a suit on. It's baggy in the bottom, and you got on tennis shoes on your feet.
God.
They're not giving you enough money to get a tailor-made suit. You got that from Burlington.
Yeah.
That's a one size don't fit you at all.
So like y'all, they're not going to Burlington.
That man, he was straight from Burlington.
They're going right over into the Salvation Army. I'm telling you.
And he jumped out the car and he was buck dancing. What's all them terms y'all had back in the day? Buck dancing and
God.
whatever other terms y'all had back in the day, Michelle. But he was doing it all the way around with gym shoes on. I'm like, you don't even have the Stacey Adams on.
So you had a suit with some gym shoes.
He had a baggy suit on with some gym shoes, some Skechers or something, some skateboard sneakers, man. Trying to tell us how good his oppressor has done for. And we like, you think you embarrassing us? You think you stopping what you destroying yourself?
God.
You supposed to be a man, and look at you. You hate yourself and your people. You so busy trying to big up another man, and you showing how homosexual you are. You know what I'm saying? You go against your own. Benedict Arnold, remember him?
That's right.
A traitor to his people. All right, that's it. Next video. Yays, nays.
God, man.
Yeah, that's it. I ain't got no more.
What he ate today?
I ate rice.
What do you mean? What he ate? You don't know what he ate.
Rice. You gave him rice before you left.
Just rice? Just the rice before Baby,
You gave him.
what time is it?
10:49.
Baby, I went to work at 1 o'clock.
I know.
So what did he eat the rest of the day?
He just told you rice.
Say what you ate.
I ate rice.
What? So where's this? You got him some food, right?
Got what? You some food?
Me and him.
No.
What do you mean, though?
No, I didn't.
So why are you sitting
You
here?
should have made sure you got some. Actually, you at work. When you left, you could have got some food, and you could have got some food.
What the? Hold on. I really hope you play right now. No, hold on. No. You ain't just go get food and not feed my son while I was at work this whole time. You ain't never just go do that.
You know what kills me? You can see the little boy sitting there watching her eating. He's keeping his hand from grabbing a piece that he's so hungry for. He's holding himself together, but he reaching at the box like, I want a piece of that chicken. He reaching at the box and he pulling his hand back like, okay, I know I ain't supposed to just do that. And she's sitting there acting clueless as a grown man. Listen, black women has literally lost all womanhood. They don't understand how to be. They have not a nurturing bone in their body when it comes to the black women in the world, man. They hate their men.
Gracious.
They hate the children. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long is it gonna go on before y'all realize like good women is gonna have to learn how to correct bad women? You know what I'm saying? Decent women is gonna have to learn how to be better women to teach the worst off women. These women destroyed, and they're destroying our children. Completely destroyed. They destroying the men around them.
Yep.
You ever seen them families? There's all women in the family, all the men gone. They managing to keep producing. Men come around to impregnate them, but then they long gone. They get the hell away.
They will not stick around. They do not stick
around. But you know what? They gonna always point the finger at the man to escape responsibility. And what is it called? Now I don't want to say responsibility. It's called something else. Accountability. To escape accountability. And then that way you could be wrong all you want to, because nobody's gonna blame you. Nobody's ever gonna blame you. I could destroy everybody in this room, and then be like, Barack Yah, he the one that came over here and made me mad enough to teach all that. And everybody look at Barack Yah and be like, shame on you, Barack Yah. But I'm the problem.
Yeah, they deflect.
Yeah, you grown. You check one of them and like, you shouldn't be doing it. You should. How you gonna talk to me like that? I'm a woman. Then they use emotions, and everybody get emotional with them. It's not so heartfelt when the man do it. He's weak. Bow Wow get beat up by his girl. He's weak. Chris Brown get his girl, she hit him. He's weak. Which one is we doing here?
Right.
Oh, you don't want to take care of your kids. You want to be a deadbeat. We gonna force you to. Oh, she don't want to take care of her kids. She a deadbeat. We gonna let her get abortions. We gonna give her government assistance, and we gonna blame the man.
Yeah.
This is the problem. Like, when do y'all stop playing around with that BS mentality that women can do no wrong? They're doing a whole lot of wrong, and I understand why our oppressors keep giving them power. They want to keep giving them power over it. They the only women in the world where somebody is keep giving them power over all the men.
Yep.
Keep giving them power over their men. Why are they giving them so much power over the men? Because they know they're going to self-destruct and take everybody with them.
Yep.
Right now, she can go out on the street butt naked, just cover her nipples, and if you say, "Oh, look at this hoe," you called her a hoe. Cancel that. Only people that's more powerful than black women right now in the black neighborhood is gay people.
Yep.
Gay people. You can say one about somebody that's heterosexual, but if you mention that, what's the dude name? Whatever the guy name.
Montana.
No, hell no.
I thought she was
no.
Why did he even know him?
No, what's the dude's name that played Captain America? I forgot his name, but he's the black Captain America.
Chad something.
They want to cancel him because he said he's raising his boys to be men. He's raising his boys to be men. And
so they want to cancel him.
They want to cancel Captain America because he's raising his boys to be men. What do boys grow up to be otherwise? It's what it's supposed to be. How are you so upset that y'all want to cancel him because he's raising his boys to be men?
As if that's wrong.
As if that's wrong. Somehow the homosexuals' brains is already whacked out. Okay, we understand that. Got it. Okay, so it's not hard to get that up out of them. But then the women brains is whacked out to where they support the LGBT plus community.
Right.
And now that they saying like, oh, he want to raise his boys to be men, cancel him. He's disrespecting us.
Yep.
That's outrageously stupid. Of course he's doing that. Of course he is.
And sir, just to add on to it, when men see things like this, because everything's going against the man, he gonna think of himself of what's right and wrong logically. He can be like, oh, man, I guess I am wrong.
And I applaud the brother because he even kept saying, he reiterated, like, I'm gonna, and it's not to offend you. You do what you do. I teach him to respect whoever. But at the end of the day, my boys must grow to be men. And I don't understand why all the black neighborhood has come together to want to see boys grow up to bend the knee in front of another man, to bend over for another man, to open his mouth to insert a rod of another man in it. It makes no sense. Like, why are y'all so desperate and hard on about doing that? It makes no sense. Like, why do you want to destroy a people so bad? It seems like everything that they do to destroy black people, black women has been with it. The homosexual community has
all the way.
Yeah, it makes they want. Margaret Sanger brought on abortions. They're fighting for that. They're on her side. It's like she said, I hate black people. I want to destroy them. And I'm gonna start with stopping them from reproducing. They said, yeah, we with you. They're with Margaret Sanger on that. They were gonna fight for abortion so she could bring that to us. Then they said, let's make black men more effeminate and make it to where they don't even want women and can't and won't produce period no more. Black women said, we are with that. We are down for that. You got very few, and that's crazy to me.
And so, like if I could, I would warn our brothers and sisters, don't think this just happened in the last 10, 15, 20 years. This turning black men effeminate has been going on since I was a little boy, and I'm 66 now. Since I was a little boy, understand, I had at one time a great uncle, meaning the brother of my grandmother, flaming homosexual, and was a threat to all us little children around.
No, let's see your camera.
I'm talking about that. I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, this is old news.
Listen, in my day, I could, if I picked up a doll, everybody in the house would have been on my ass. I couldn't come out the room dressed in a dress and my mama's shoes. They said, no, those are for girls. That's not for you. You're a boy. Don't put that on. Go outside. You're crying too much. Go outside and do something rough. Go play with the boys. This is what I remember. Nowadays, we just had the video last week where the little Edomite boy comes out and they tell me something. Oh, he's the first child drag queen. Ain't nobody telling him. Well, I wasn't mad because he's not one of ours.
Right,
But
right.
Crazy because big Michael Strahan, the big black ex-football player, and that telling him, I'm so proud of you of what you do. Why? Why are you proud of that?
Because Michael Strahan is that way.
No, I'll tell you who is that way. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade is living the life he wants to live. He should be in Sakari, I believe. I think Dwayne Wade would be in Sakari because of his activities with his wife. If y'all get what I'm saying.
What kind?
Hey, Shalom, you call you. How you doing, sis? The water, man. Like, share, subscribe if you can. Put highlight in the comments if you can, man. That's anybody that's watching. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. The water. But Dwayne Wade is another one. He's a black man that lives under the power of his weirdo wife.
Yep.
And
that's
now
right.
living his want to be homosexual life through his son. Now all of a sudden he want to paint his nails and dress like women and push purses on men. When did this come about? The moment you got a son that was LGBT community. He got a straight son. What's his name? Anybody?
Zaire.
No, the straight son. That's his name?
I think it is.
What's the gay son name?
It's something like Zaire, but
their names are similar.
Yeah,
you don't see him you don't see him on TV. You don't see him out in public. You don't see him doing activities with the heterosexual son. They took in another one of his little family members. What's his name? You don't see him.
Right.
You don't hear from him. All you hearing about all the time is the one that's gonna show the world that it's okay to be like this, and it is not.
It's not.
Gay is not the new black, y'all. We should push back on that because they're destroying you every step of the way by making it look like progress.
Right.
They destroy you by making it look like progress. Notice they pushing America to be a stronghold for their people again. And guess what? They're going to destroy you in the midst of it by lessening your numbers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Lessening your number. The water says Sister Collier said she shared. Shout out to you, Sister Water. And Sister Water to everybody that like, share, and all that stuff. But yeah, man, they lessening your numbers and making your men weaker. And it's just crazy, man. The world of America is becoming something totally familiar. It's called Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
That's what
you know what I'm saying. You look at Atlanta, which will be in Atlanta for Passover, man. Atlanta gonna get flooded with real niggas of the Lord.
Man, that's right.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
For Passover, we down there, and this is gonna be the manliest Atlanta has looked in I don't know how long.
In years.
Since the lecture when we all went down there.
Making statements, all right? Making big statements.
Yeah, about to be down there looking glorious as priests, man. You understand?
Right.
My bad. I took off a little bit too far.
No. So you did absolutely right, man. Because this stuff is going too goddamn on far, man.
I don't understand it. Like,
and what's insane about it is, it's like we at the forefront of all of that. We getting pushed to the front to be the spokesperson for all of these things for our own destruction, and that is and we embrace it.
Yeah.
We embrace being pushed to the forefront for our own destruction. And it's like we don't see what it does to us as a people. Like it's like we got blinders on or something.
Yeah. Like the horses just running their race, like blinders. And what's even crazier is this. They do it through TV as well. You know what I'm saying? Every show you watch, what was it? Cinderella not too long ago. The fairy godmama was a black man. The fairy god was a black man in Cinderella.
That's
like this don't alarm y'all at all. Like, why is it a must that they make us that way? In order to be rich nowadays, they gotta make us grab that door, Michelle. They gotta make us a certain way. It makes no sense, man. Like, well, it do makes perfect sense, but it makes no sense that our people is accepting it the way they accepting it.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you would think it'd be more pushback. We'll have more pushback than what we got.
When I was younger, we could have this stuff would have never worked. Nobody would be a part of this nonsense, man.
Yeah, Shalom, Cap. Yeah, nobody pushing for that. They just slowly started to push it on the people. And like Michelle said, it's been this way, but they got to slowly do this because people was tougher. People was wiser. Women loved their men at one point. Women loved their children at one point. Yep. They wanted to make their husbands proud of them. They wanted their kids to be proud. I mean, wanted to be able to be proud of their kids. They boys had to be men. They understood that men was needed.
Yeah.
They understood that girls had to be girls. They couldn't do what the boys did. The boys couldn't do what the girls did. You understand? And men understood how to be men, how to be soldier. Everybody want to be a soldier. They think it's picking up a gun and crashing out on whoever it is out there. No, a soldier is going through everything that's dished out at you.
Yep.
That's a soldier. A soldier is no matter what, not giving up. That's a soldier. Now, no man want to be oppressed under a woman he would rather leave, and I understand that. I get it. Life is hard enough. A lot of men get into this in marriages and get divorced, and they take everything from him and oppress him to hell, to the point where he's jumping off a bridge. But at the end of the day, we have to do better as a people. Let's stop putting man against woman. Let's stop putting women against children. Let's stop putting men against children. We should be a family again. Black man love the black man, love the black woman. Brown people, black people, the same thing. You know what I'm saying? We have to learn how to get that brotherhood back, that sisterhood back, and then we can start to fight back. You ain't got to pick up arms. You just start loving each other. What are they gonna do once we stop killing each other?
Oh man,
what's the goal?
That's it.
Yeah, the rap music ain't working no more.
Yeah,
because we refuse to kill each other. We got a brother. Like, listen, man, that's my brother. We can squash that. What happens then? What happens when we start helping each other? You know, oh, his water turned off. We gonna help him out, make sure he get his water. So let's come together and put these couple out. What happens then?
Right.
Oppression doesn't work with brotherhood. You have to learn how to do a little something else. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have to figure something completely out, because even the Bible said with brotherhood, you follow most of the law. That's most of the laws all wrapped in one right there. The moment we get that for each other, there is no heavy oppression on us. They can't do it. They can't do it. Because now the women don't want to get all them abortions.
Right.
Why? Because they have a love. They have a village. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, you ain't got enough money to have no baby. You ain't no more of that. Why? Because your neighbor will help you take care of that kid.
That's right.
You can get help. You understand? So anybody else on anything? I've been running the video back.
Man, no, you got it. He just took over that. Hey, I'm
gonna start talking last.
You know what? That just brings me to something I always like to say, because nowadays, when the man and the woman in the relationship, when they have an issue, they argue about the issue instead of working together to solve the issue. So they figured out a way to put us against each other. So whatever problem come up, we fight each other about the problem instead of fighting the problem.
Right.
The problem is still there. We haven't solved the problem. We haven't came up with a solution for the problem. We haven't tried to figure out. All we did was fight each other about the problem.
Yeah.
That's all we did. Making a bigger problem. Now we mad as hell at each other, and in some instances, get punching each other in the face. Like, it's just getting so terrible, but the problem never goes away.
It's the you did it syndrome we live by. As black men, we're gonna blame the black women. As black women, we're gonna blame the black men. And then as we argue and fight, who suffers watching it all?
Children.
The children. It ain't my fault, it's their fault. It ain't our fault, it's their fault. We gotta at some point you do gotta place blame. You know what else we gotta do? Learn from it. Take the correction.
Take accountability.
We gotta take accountability. We have to take the correction. You will see us aim a lot of stuff at the women. Why? Because they pushed you into a position of power and pulled the black man down.
Yeah.
You gotta give up that power. All that McCallable is, and this my house, and this that. Listen, that's the man of the house. Everybody want a man of the house. He's the man of the house. He's the head of the household. I want a man that's gonna lead me. You know how you do that? Shut up.
Right.
When he say something, let him figure out the problem. If you got a better idea, present it to him in a way that is womanly.
Yeah.
Right.
That's feminine. You know what I'm saying? Women nowadays don't even know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to be women. It's really hard. They got to take a class on etiquette. You know what I'm saying? How hard is it to be soft?
You got to send them to finishing school. Otherwise,
Huh?
they got to send them to finishing school.
Yeah, they got to send them. They ain't quite uploaded at birth like they used to be, because they not seeing it. All they seeing is some brawling woman at home that ain't had one man stand. Man, let women take a vote on how many women seen different men coming in and out the house.
Good
and I'm gonna
night.
tell you a secret that you don't know about your mama. The more men she had running in and out the house, if you could count her boyfriends, count how many times she put you in danger and didn't give a shit.
That's right.
She didn't give a shit.
Yep.
Every new man she brought in that house, she didn't give a shit. Especially the more up in age you got. If you 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, the percentage of danger goes up for you. Why? Because your body's starting to develop. And he's looking because he's not your father. He don't give a damn about you. He don't care about his people. He's there for one thing. But when he get there, he sees something younger and more strapped. Guess what he's doing? Waiting till she go to sleep, gaining her trust. She will put you in danger 1,000 times. For every man that she brought in that house, and she would go to sleep, and you heard him get up and go to the bathroom and freely in the house, and nobody even paid him no mind. That means there's no protection in the house. But guess how there would have been protection? With your daddy in the house.
Damn right.
With your father in the house. Because he wouldn't be there. That's for damn sure. He for damn sure wouldn't be there. You understand? Right. That's just food for thought. Women, that's single women, if you got kids, every man you bring into that house, you're putting your kids in danger.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Even your brothers. Because a lot of these sisters tell me, it was my uncle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you bringing danger in the house to where if they see a man, that father in the house, they're not finna play that. So here's what you should do. Pick your women better, pick your men better. If it don't seem like y'all can stay together, don't lay together. You can't stay together, don't lay together.
Period.
All right, y'all need to put some more time in between meeting and laying down.
Man,
a lot more time.
A whole lot. I didn't even, man, my bad. Give me a hand.
You are fine, because what you're saying is absolutely right. It needs to be said.
Yeah,
it needs to get said, and it need to get said just like that. I probably was gonna say it better, but you did good though.
Okay, yeah.
Today.
Yeah, my bad. I've been on one lately.
No. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all. Awaja got a good way of acting. He like a dude that almost always. He the dude that almost get into a fight.
Almost.
Like, goddamn. Yeah. Somebody holding the bit. It's like, hold on, bro. Let's get this video.
That's principle. That's when you got the principle right. For a nigga to just start smoking weed overnight sometimes, you ain't gonna happen that way. Sometimes it takes time. Some of us are stronger than the rest in particular areas. You know, so a brother still may be blind. That don't mean that his Islam ain't sufficient. You know, certain type of circumstances and situation, brother might have to amp up the ante. That don't mean that something wrong with his Islam or there's a deficiency with his understanding of Islam. Circumstances and situations may have called for that, and this is where the law of necessity come in, like eating pork. You know, you in jail, they ain't feeding your ass nothing but some swine. You know, what you gonna do? You gonna eat it or you gonna die? You gonna survive on water or you gonna eat the piggly wiggly? A nigga gonna eat the pig. This when the law of necessity come in, because the Prophet ﷺ say that if you don't eat it and you allow yourself to die, then your destiny will be hellfire. And you thinking you doing something correct. So if you in a situation and you ain't got nothing to eat and you in the street, your folks ain't got no food, you ain't got nowhere to stay. So what you just gonna be in the masjid like this? This is when the law of necessity kicks in. And when the law of necessity kicks in, it means that, look, man, you know what I mean? This ain't something that I have a desire to do. I don't want to sell drugs. I don't want to take from people. I don't want to hurt people. But the circumstances in the situation done called for that, and these folk come first. You see? That's principle. That's when you got the principle right. For a nigga to just...
Hey, like you said, by any means.
Hold on.
He said by any means.
I ain't gonna say that first this time. I'm gonna let y'all.
Hold on. First of all, don't listen to that garbage where he say you go to prison and all they got is pork, and if you don't eat that, you're gonna die. That is a damn lie. This is what they do in prisons in Michigan. Michigan got 47 state prisons. In every state prison, if you are a non-pork eater, they have paperwork for you to fill out. That paperwork is then endorsed by the chaplain. Oh, that paperwork is then endorsed by the chaplain. And when you go to the child hall, you are fed a non-pork diet. I'm not defending the state. I'm just letting you know this fella in this video is lying. Nobody in nobody's state or federal prison is starving to death because they refuse to eat pork. So get that out of your head. Don't let any Muslim convince you of that stupidity right there.
God. And just to add on what the brother's saying, that goes to show you that Allah is no God, because the God I serve, he will have my back, knowing I will sacrifice myself to not eat no pork, to break a law.
Damn right.
You understand that? I will not have to up a gun if times get low that I gotta rob a brother. I will not have to do that. I will simply get a job or ask a brother, where do you work?
And that's a slacker. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's what I was gonna say. They don't have no brotherhood.
There you go.
Because if you, and that's why I love the UPK, man. Because in here, a brother ain't gonna have to eat no pork. A brother not gonna go without, because we always figure out a way to come together and do whatever it is that we need to do to help another brother out. Islam has no brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
They have no brotherhood. They don't have each other. They don't love each other. They don't care about each other. Or you would have to do none of those things. Slack it, bro.
I'm good to go.
Go ahead, sir. Unleash.
Allah hates black people. Allah hates niggas.
Yeah.
And that's the plain and simple to this video. Allah hates niggas. Allah has proven time and time again that he hates niggas.
That's right.
Niggas sit there teaching other niggas that, listen, man, if you don't eat and you let yourself die, you going to hell. So you better eat that pork.
You better eat that pig.
Allah hates niggas. Because if you eat the pork, you sin. Now he's seeking a new law that Allah only gives niggas.
Right.
Because I don't see Arabs living by this. He's teaching a new law, the law of necessity, which what he's saying is the law of necessarily. Like, okay, it's necessary for you to eat this pork, so eat it, because otherwise you're gonna starve to death.
Right.
You got sisters with her. You got a sister in the Bible with her sons that watched her sons get unalive. Then she got unalive, all in the name of the Most High. And you think they not gonna see the kingdom?
Right.
You think Allah sends you to hell for breaking His law, but then He sends you to hell for following His law as well.
Right.
Don't follow His law. Don't follow it with your life. After that, just live like everybody else if it's necessary. Oh, you broke, you robbed that nigga. That's okay. Your Islam is not that great anyway. It's cool. Right. Listen, Allah hates black people. The teachings are trash. The teachers are garbage. You should throw the whole thing away, because all in all, in here, there is no leeway in between the two. Nope. You know what I'm saying? There is no compromise. No lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? With what we believe. There is no lukewarm. If they refuse to give you pork, then eat bread. Yep. If they refuse to give you pork, eat noodles. They serve all these things in jail. You know what I'm saying? But then again, this may be your punishment for breaking the law. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, y'all got to understand, stop looking for the easy way out and going against the Most High God, because that's what landed him in that position in the first place.
Right.
Had he followed the law, statutes, commandments of his own God, he's serving Allah. You know what I'm saying? In prison, it's a whole lot of brotherhood in prison with them. So much so it turns into something else. You know what I'm saying? Like protection and all that stuff. That's why you're in there with them. That's why it seems like the right thing, because you think Allah is protecting you. No, it's a bunch of criminals banding together to do unlawful things.
Damn
you understand? That's what it is. But it goes to show this is why they keep going to prison.
Yep.
They keep going to prison because they don't really have no answers. These are the same answers you get in the streets. If I'm getting money in the streets, I'm not finna go steal.
Right.
I'm not. It's when you broke and you poor, you're gonna go steal. He's saying situations might cause for you to steal. That situation is called poverty. In that case, everybody can steal. Yeah. Allah shouldn't punish you for stealing, but yet you're in prison for stealing and robbing. Right. He said you have to up the ante. Somebody disrespecting you in the hood, you have to up the ante then. Because they did something to you, up the ante. Now you got to unalive somebody, and guess where you're going? Prison. Allah hates black people, and it's proven in the teachings of Allah.
Damn right.
He has always hated black, native, and Hispanic people. There's only one God that has ever loved our people, and that's the God of the Bible.
Damn
So
right.
y'all can keep following it and listening to these teachings, or you can come into UPK and learn how to dissect it for the buffoonery it is. Because they're destroying us with their teachings. They're killing us with their teachings. They're enslaving us with their teachings. Why? Because that's what Muhammad did.
Yep.
Why the hell would he create a God that does otherwise? It makes no goddamn sense, man. We got to learn how to stop following these other guys. Just because that shit sound good, they sitting there listening to him. Ain't nobody budge. He's sitting there teaching that BS, and they sitting there. Why? Because they listening like, man, hell yeah, you justifying everything we doing. I can go rob that bank now.
I just need to join Allah.
I could join up with Allah, and now I can eat pork and chase white women and do everything I've been doing because it's necessary. It's the law of necessity.
Yep.
I need these necessities. A necessity to me is water.
It's a
bread. Yeah, no, a necessity ain't a want. It's necessities, the things you need. We come in here. Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Somebody who lives off necessities. I watched Kadash quit a job 1,000 times. Come in here and sleep in here. And he used the necessities. He will sleep right in the school and finish what he got to do because he don't need all that stuff. You to big rims and all of that other stuff. These ain't necessities. Necessities is your feet. Good shoes on your feet because you walking. You know what I'm saying? Money to catch the bus to work. You're making enough to survive. These are necessities of the food, water, a roof over your head. You don't need cable and TVs and radios because those ain't necessities. Those are luxuries. You understand? Necessity is what you need to live. You know what I'm saying? Not the things that you want to live. And so then they looking at everything like it's everything is a necessity. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he disrespected you. It's a necessity. You need to up the ante to live. That ain't making no sense. Allah makes no sense for black people. And if you ain't making it under that God, then guess what? That God ain't for you. Very simple. Allah has never been for niggas.
Never.
He's been putting them in the box and on death row for the longest. Like we talked about that one brother. He said he on death row. He said, "Let Allah will be done." And guess what happened? They put him to death.
To death.
Guess what? He got what he said. Allah's will has always been to watch us fall. That's when we met. That's how we met. You know what I'm saying? The sister Yakaya said, I used to be in Islam for years, and this is what was taught. Disgusting selves. Unfortunately, my aunt and other of my loved ones are still in masjid. I don't know what that is.
The masjid their school. That's what they call the building. It's the mosque. Masjid and the mosque the same thing.
Okay, gotcha. But listen, those schools has always proven to be some disgusting. What was that? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar made him a school. Next thing you know, those Nation of Islam niggas out of Philly, Mosque number whatever, went over there and killed everybody down to the baby. Took the grandma in the basement and made her watch them kill her some month-old grandchild.
Wow.
Those brothers has never had brotherhood, like they said. They're destroying their people. You know why? Because the NOIs is founded by white people. It's ran by a white man right now. You understand? Wow. And they're breeding this culture that has hated their people, and they just disguising themselves amongst us. You understand? So, yes, most definitely what you're saying. She says, I've been speaking to my aunt about who we are, etc. for years. She's in St. Clair Shores. Lord allow she comes to the school soon. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, just play a class one day.
Yeah.
Or talk her to coming to a class and let her ask all her questions. If she could bring somebody, a male with her to debate all the facts that they want to debate, they would never make it here. You understand? I think I got another video about Muslims in here, I believe. I ain't really sure. I gotta see. But I'm gonna go on. Anybody else? I went last on purpose that time, Michelle.
You went last on purpose?
Hold up.
In St. Louis, I felt that you want to give me the time and attention.
Hold up. You said what? I can't hear you anymore.
I was going to say that one of the things for sure is when the Muslims bring this to you, they know who you are before they ever introduce you to the crowd. They know you are not anything except for an Israelite. They know that when they come to you. The things they're getting you to do is to keep the Most High at bay, or keep the Most High from coming to your rescue. Because when you sin, you turn your back on the Most High, and He don't hear you anymore. You see, when you sin, these people know that Muslims, Arab Muslims, can do all this. But if you are so-called, what they call us, fundamental Black American, you're an Israelite.
Listen, Allah ain't nothing. One thing I know, because white Jesus been whooping his ass for a long time. He's a secondary God to white Jesus. They're secondary Christians. It's like the name brand and then a bootleg. You know what I'm saying? You can get. Let me see. What's a secondary to a name? You can get Clear Eyes, or you can get the CVS brand, whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I'm saying? Clear Eyes or Visine.
Yeah, Uncle Ben's are great value.
There you go. You can get
great value. Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they all made to destroy us, and they all in a race to make us serve them. Because once you serve Allah, you serve Arabs. You serve the East Indians. You know what I'm saying? Once you serve white Jesus, you serve your oppressors today. That's all it is. Let's just be real. You're secondary to them automatically. You're a secondary citizen automatically. There's nothing you can do with that. If you read up on what's the dude they love in Islam? I just said his name.
Muhammad.
Yeah, if you read up on Muhammad, he attacked Israelites. He attacked Hispanic and Black people. He attacked us and tried to force us. Well, he did force us into, you know what I'm saying, believing what he wanted to believe. He never loved everybody. Islam ain't never been about peace. Ask the Sunnis and the what's the other ones? The Sunnis and the Shiites. They've been for all this time too. There's no peace in between them. There's no one God. They're not monotheistic at all. That's why they go out there and worship that rock. I'm not sure if it still is, but inside that rock, it used to be other gods that they had in there. It's not even one rock. It's not one cobblestone. It's more than one cobblestone. They're not monotheistic at all. So Islam is just another Christian. They just out here doing whatever. That's all it is. You got the stepped on and the ones that stepping, but all of them is above you. They will come together to oppress you. Right. So Islam and Christianity. You said that's right. Absolutely right, sir. Muslims be eating shrimp, crab, lobster, and take Christmas pictures. Hell yeah, they take Christmas pictures. See what's going on with this, Michelle?
I got family members that's Muslim. They do it all the time.
Yeah, they do it all the time. They do it all the time.
Okay, we'll be about 30 minutes, but you welcome.
Okay. Hey, how you doing? How y'all doing? Shalom. All right, so they was here for class.
Yes, sir.
If you could just I guess you could pull the podcast up there for now until the class gets started or whatever. We about to get ready to finish up and set up for class in a split second.
When they attack Black people after they've been murdered, when they did absolutely nothing wrong, you're pushing us to the limit. And what do I mean by that? You're asking us to talk about history, the history of the South. This is in Georgia. What happened in Georgia? There were savages in Georgia. It was the ancestors of the white right-wingers. They were absolute savages. They murdered people, they lynched people, they raped people, they enslaved people. They took babies from their mothers and sold them as property. You want to talk about savages? Your ancestors were the biggest savages the world has ever seen. And so don't you dare call a Black man a savage after you murdered him. Don't you dare do that. I'm so sick of African Americans being called violent when the world's worst violence was done to them, not by them, to them, not by them. For God's sake, you want to do racist stereotypes? If it fit anywhere, and it doesn't, but if it fit anywhere, it would certainly fit white right-wingers in the South
who has hundreds of years of history of being savages. Savages. They snatched babies and they sold them as property and they raped their mothers.
Turn it down.
They snatched babies and they sold them as property and they raped their mothers.
Turn it down. No, I don't think you heard an echo, Michelle. The second turn was an echo. Yeah. So, okay, so you had this speaker, right? And though he was a heathen, he was speaking on how they try to put all these labels on black people. They try to make black people seem like we're the biggest thieves on the earth, like we're the biggest criminals on the earth, like we're the biggest murderers on the earth. They try to make us seem like this savage people, and that's something we have never been as a people. If you look at how we are, just look at this, what you do: compare black people and brown people before segregation and after. I mean, before integration and after integration. You could just compare the two. You know what I'm saying? So you can look at us when we had less interference as a people and we had more interference as a people. Since we've been under our oppressor and joined in with them, our people has become more destroyed. That brotherhood and that love that we have for each other is quickly disappearing. Even the gangsters in the neighborhood back in the day would have a certain respect and honor and love amongst each other. You understand? Like they would be like, "Oh no, you don't disrespect nobody's mama. You don't disrespect nobody's grandma. That's his dad. That's his people." And they beat between each other. Now you look at it, they call them what, YNs now? They just crash out on anybody. They don't care who it is. Man, woman, child, baby, they don't care. You understand? So what he's saying is true because we're not the biggest thieves on earth. What are we stealing? Break into somebody's house and it's not a small thing, it's wrong altogether, right? But we're not the biggest thieves on earth. We are in a situation where we're fighting to survive. You take a people like let's look at it like this. When you take the Jewish man and they wanted to take the Jewish man from an oppressive state to set them so-called free because they was never enslaved. They was just kind of oppressed, right? And they want to put them into a better situation. They gave them the state of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And they've been giving them money ever since. When they so-called freed the black man, woman, and child, what did they give them? Nothing. They gave us absolutely nothing. They said something about, oh, we're gonna give you
40 acres in the mule.
40 acres in the mule. What did they call that? The 40 acres in the mule. We was gonna give you reparations. They said they was gonna give you reparation, but what did we receive? Nothing. But lo and behold, to they surprise, we started surpassing them. That's some 30, 40 years after slavery. We had it all figured out because who was your workers? The slaves. Who was doing the building? The slaves. Who was doing the taking care of the crops? The slaves. We was doing all the work. They would just sit on the porch and wait for us to bring them food, tea, and all that. They didn't even nurse their own babies. They had no idea how to do a goddamn thing. We did it all, right? So now that we're free, now they gotta go out there and work. Except for the ones that were smart enough to say, hey, listen, y'all can stay here, just keep working for me for free, and y'all can live out here. You know what I'm saying? But then we started surpassing them. That's how you got your Wall Streets and all these different places where we had our own oil and buses and all of this stuff. And guess what they had to do? The first aerial attack in America was where? Black Wall Street. Done to black people where they dropped bombs from airplanes on the black neighborhood. Why? Because we were surpassing them. Without interference, our people are the greatest people on earth. Not only because of our skill and our talents that we have naturally, it's because of the love that we naturally have for people. That's why the Bible says that he says, when the wicked rule, the earth mourneth. But when the righteous rule, they rejoice. Because we don't need to. Even though the Bible do say, if you take a man into slavery, you shall go into slavery. Not me, myself, will enjoy a slave or two. I can't lie. It would be good. Yeah. Sometimes, I get tired of, sitting there and watching my woman have to go to work. It's okay. Somebody carry her from here to the car to make sure she don't put her feet on it. That's cool with me. But in all reality, do you think ours would be as brutal as theirs? Do you think we want to rape their women? No. We got game. We know how to talk to women. We smooth, swagger. Do you think our women want to beat on their women and do all it? No, they don't care. They rather go somewhere, get their nails done, sit back and relax, and do all this other stuff that they do. It's other stuff in life than just going around oppressing people. But they people are not like ours. They just have to paint the picture like we're worse than them. We didn't take over Europe. We had Europe.
Yep.
We had. They came and took Europe, and then they put the history to make it seem like they been had Europe. We didn't go take Australia. The Aborigines was already in Australia. They went to Australia and did that. Now the Australian looked like the crocodile hunter. You know what I'm saying? They did experiments on the people that was there. They started chopping off their right hands and taking pictures with it. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do the Trail of Tears. They did the Trail of Tears. You understand? Like, we're not doing these atrocities to nobody. All we try to do is survive to see the next day, and they try to make us out to be monsters. And guess what? The Jewish man was doing it. The fake Jew, they were doing it. When they was in those concentration camps, and the word ghetto comes from what they did to them, they were doing the same thing. They was robbing, stealing, and killing. Now they support wars to this day. And they get paid by what? The Americas and the British?
Yep.
And look at tax. Tax time just hit.
Forget about
I guarantee if you look at crime right now, it's down in Detroit.
Yep.
I guarantee you crime. Matter of fact, the Lions started winning, crime went down in Detroit. All it takes is a little bit of happiness amongst black and brown people.
And crime goes down.
Crime rates go down. They don't have that type of happiness. They don't care. They whole life, like I said, the Christians say the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, right? In the Bible, we learned that the devil is the white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of, right?
That's right.
That all Christians should understand. He comes to use, the Christians themselves say he comes to kill, steal, and destroy. How did they get America? They stole, they killed, and they destroyed. How did they get Europe? They stole, they killed, and destroyed. Go anywhere on the earth and they're there. What did they do there? Stole, killed, and destroyed.
Yep.
Who's
Right.
the devil?
Yep.
The white race has always been there, plague to the earth.
Yep.
You understand? Nobody else is doing what they're doing.
That's right.
And as a black people and brown people and Native American people, we got to learn how to come together as a nation and stand up again as a nation. And we don't have to pick up arms and go kill nobody and do none of that. Let's just support each other. These are my closing statements. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all in. But all we have to do is support each other. If a sister making pants, buy the pants from her.
That's right.
If they making shoes, buy the shoes from them.
That's right.
If she can find, if our people can go to Sam's Club and buy in bulk, and we just go spend our money with them, whatever. We're gonna spend our money with them.
That's
and
right.
then come together under the Bible, under the Most High God of the Bible, and we're gonna follow the Bible to a T and live our culture that's in the Bible. That's not cool about Christianity. It's not what they. It's not this little crazy. They make it seem where it's all this black magic and schizophrenia going on. No, it's talking about a people, the Israelites, who are always black. They black in the Bible. Yes, color matters. And we have to learn this and get outside of that Stockholm syndrome to where we feel like we need to love our oppressors. The Bible says it's a time to steal. It's a time for everything. It's a time for love and it's time for hate. It's time to hate the things that's destroying us and love each other. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all get y'all closing remarks.
If I could, real quick.
Yeah, we waiting on you, brother.
Yeah, the thing is, I want everybody to know that. Remember your history. You know what I'm saying? Remember those 400 years of slavery. Look at your brothers of today. The atrocities that we've been through. Help one another out. You understand that? And that's it. I'm gonna keep it real short and simple.
Short and simple. That brother don't want to stutter not once. You see him? Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say the one thing about us and our people, man, we need to learn how to start being more compassionate towards each other.
Most definitely.
That's the one thing that we lack that hurts us the most. Is the fact that we don't care enough about each other, man. And the reason why we don't care is because we're too busy trying to love everybody
else.
Everybody.
We're giving our love to somebody. Think about it. In order to love your oppressor, you're going to have to hate what he hates and who he hates. Who is us, man? We have to stop giving our love away and start loving each other. You can either do it now willingly or later when the Lord make you. It's your choice.
God. And I want to leave you with this. Officer 5000 Kazak, he made a very pertinent point that when the powers that be that won World War II wanted to make sure that these Jewish people would be safe from being re-oppressed. They took over an entire country, right, and then gave it to the Jewish people. Here's why. In the DSM number 5, you'll find out in order to make sure a person who has been abused mentally, physically, or sexually, in order to ensure that they have a legitimate opportunity to overcome that trauma, you must remove them from the environment of the trauma and from the traumatizer.
Damn right.
You must do that. That's 101 psychology in America. That's 101 psychology in Germany. It's 101 psychology all over the world. Remove the abuse away from the abuser and that environment.
Okay,
and
listen. Go ahead, finish your statement.
And so that's why they gave them our land, or gave them that little piece of land over there. Here, we've never been removed away from our oppressors.
Yeah, right.
We've never been, they've not given us anything. In fact, when a portion of us, Haiti, decided they was going to throw the oppressor out, rest of the European world, to include America, went on the Banana Wars and began to, that's what they call it, the Banana Wars, where they went and oppressed Haiti and rest of Central and South America, so those people wouldn't stand up.
You're going too far from a heavy point you said. He spoke about how they got the victim away from what's the opposite of the victim?
The perpetrator.
Okay, They get the victim away from the perpetrator. That's very important. And Black people, we suffer a lot from not being able to do that, even in our own households. Too many little girls grow up and they celebrate that Thanksgiving and that Christmas. And it's the den of thieves, it's the den of demons in there. And she got to hold hands and bow her head and sit across and pray for that same MFer that was, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff to her when nobody was looking. Matter of fact, they would know that he's doing stuff to him. They'd be like, "Where's Uncle Robert? Go make sure he ain't in there with them kids," instead of dragging his ass down the street and taking away his tools that he used to abuse people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You made a very heavy point too, Awaja, but Mashah made me forget it, so I ain't gonna speak on it. But it was heavy, whatever it was. Man, we gotta close out and get ready for this class, man. Tune in to Captain Hadariala's scripture breakdown class. Always have you can ask all your questions. Pay your tithes. Passover coming up, man. We're finna go down to Atlanta and enjoy ourselves in a godly way. I know a lot of y'all used to celebrate those heathen holidays that the Bible said not to celebrate, but we're gonna celebrate the Lord's feast days as we always do and as we only do. You know what I'm saying? Right. So tune in, man. If you need the information, hit us up in the chats and we'll get with y'all, man. Shalom.
Shalom, Richard.
This ain't rap, this shit education. Feel like David Ruffin had to walk away from my temptation. Steady elevating with every step. I guess I'm escalating. Still, this Maca hit you like a truck. If it escalated, silly niggas wearing buckets, trusting in emancipation. We need separation, cause your Howard ordained segregation. I be teaching the teachers and seeking the seekers. We in the game, these fake groups be all in the bleachers.
To get set free, home of the truth, the place where I'd rather be. I'ma do it right and they ain't taking back streets. Hardcore warfare, this is life of a priest. And we don't bow down to our enemies. And if they hated Christ, then call me Chris, cause they gon' hate me. It behoove you to listen for your safety. I don't swear to God, but this shit ain't safe, B. The earth was given to the wicked, can't you fucking see? Get everything for the truth, count your life cheap. Married to the game, the truth is my wifey. That shit forever, nigga, that's how life be. They was nevers with us, blood type, AB. All bitch, nigga, that's all I see. The devil's destination gon' be slavery. Real Jew, nigga, the kingdom was made for me.